Hello and welcome back to the S&S Football Podcast. I'm back again to go through a little bit of the transfer news from sort of past 24 hours when me and Morgan left you yesterday. Unfortunately, no Morgan tonight. I do believe it will just be me on my own. No special guest tonight, although the tweet suggested otherwise. Unfortunately, he is unable to join. So it will just be me running through the news as always. And like I said, if there's anything you do want me to talk about whilst on stream, please do list it in the comments and we will get to it. But if you're watching, please make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, follow the Twitter for all the transfer news where we do tweet stuff out, because that will keep you up to date with everything. We will jump straight into the news. Done deals going across the bottom. I believe they're the same as yesterday's. I don't think there's been any real done deals. Obviously, the main one is a managerial done deal. As everyone probably is aware, Wayne Rooney is the new manager, permanent manager anyway, of Derby County, announced today. And that's obviously the thumbnail of the stream. So yeah, Wayne Rooney has got his first job in management. He's taken over from Philip Cocu as Derby manager. And I believe it's on a 2.5-year contract or something like that. So Wayne Rooney is in management, and let's hope that he can have a good career in management and one similar to his playing career. I think we could all sort of agree on. So yeah, congratulations to him on the job that he's done already, and let's hope he can keep up the good progression. But that is the main sort of done deal today. But like I said, it is a managerial one. If anything breaks during the stream, we will report it obviously and send it out to you guys. We're going to jump straight into it. We're going to go straight to Fabrizio Romano and see what he's been talking about over the last sort of 24 hours since we left. And we're going to start with this one, which is picked up a lot of pace, and there's a lot of talk around this happening. And I'm going to put this on screen, but I do believe that there is, more sort of news that come out afterwards about this deal. So hopefully I can get it up on screen. Just bear with me 1 second. Things are just a bit slow to load at the minute, so just give me 1 second. So whilst we're waiting for this to load, I guess we will talk more about Wayne Rooney and sort of the news today. Obviously, with the news of him becoming manager, he has called time on his playing career. He's retired, I believe, at the age of 33, 34. I think what a fantastic career he has had as a player, obviously starting off at Everton, breaking onto the scene as a very young player. That goal against Arsenal, everyone remembers, I think it's a 16-year-old. And then obviously moving on to Man United. And I think for me, Wayne Rooney was probably one of the best players I've ever seen and grow up with, because, growing up as a United fan as well, you had Rooney at United, you had Ronaldo, who was like the best in the world as well. You had Tevez, and obviously things went pear-shaped with him. But then you also added Berbatov into that. And for me, getting to watch them play for your club pretty much every week was unbelievable. And yeah, Rooney was a massive part of not only my childhood, but I'm sure a lot of United fans growing up and watching Man United as well. So yeah, fantastic records that he broke at Man United. Goal scoring record, overtook Sir Bobby Charlton with that free kick against Stoke in sort of the last minute. And I remember when that did eventually go in, it was, I think it was in the last minute, like I mentioned, and I wasn't actually watching the game, but I just remember seeing it come through, 91st, 92nd minute, Wayne Rooney. And, that was the goal that broke the record. He's obviously broken the record of amount of goals for England as well. So, yeah, he was just an unbelievable player. And I don't think he does get the credit he deserves sometimes. But like you said, I think he's definitely gone down as a Man United great and definitely an England great. I think at the time as well with Man United, when obviously he did go back to Everton, I think that was a really weird time because we sold obviously Rooney to Everton. We went back to Everton, and then I think that January of that season we lost Zlatan as well to LA. And I remember thinking that season, speaking to a lot of United fans and saying, they were two huge leaders in the United dressing room at the time, and losing them both in a very short space of time, in basically 6 months, all the sort of leadership just went out of Man United. Because you look, we just lost two huge characters and two huge leaders, which I think derailed us for the next season when obviously Mourinho did end up getting sacked. But look, I'm not saying Rudy should still be starting for Man United now, and I'm not saying Zlatan would be starting for United now. I think they definitely both probably have very viable places in the squad now. But obviously they've moved on. United's moved on. They're where they are, and United's where they are now. And look, Rooney, we wish him all the best in sort of his new managerial role at Derby, and I think he's done a fantastic job since he took over. Derby were really looking, in trouble. They were sort of bottom of the league, I think, or at least near the bottom. And then since he's taken over, I think they're now unbeaten, or they may be, only lost one game in a certain amount of time. But he's done a fantastic job considering what he was walking into. And, it seems weird that only the beginning of this season, he was scoring free kicks for Derby. I remember that free kick he scored against Norwich this season. Very good free kick, and now he's managing them, and it'll be interesting to see how he develops, how Derby develops, and sort of where they go from there, because it could go anywhere, this new appointment. So yeah, Wayne Rooney is the new manager of Derby. Congratulations to him, and yeah, all the best. And you never know, he may end up at Man United one day as a coach or manager. But I think we're a very long way off that happening. But well done to Wayne Rooney. Excellent job so far, and we hope that he keeps him up. So and keeps the good work up as well. So well done to Wayne Rooney, and well done on a fantastic playing career. We're going to talk now about a story that I was planning to get up. Unfortunately, computer's a little bit slow, but Fikayo Tomori is one that I want to sort of just touch a little bit on. It does look very likely that a move away is going to happen. That move could most likely be AC Milan. I think the interesting thing about this deal as well is it's a loan deal, but there's also an option for AC Milan to buy him. And I think that is really weird. I don't understand why Chelsea would put this clause in unless something has got drastically wrong behind the scenes and he is not going to play, which, it does look like at the minute. I don't know why they've included this clause into the deal or possibly accepting this, because I think he's worthy of being at least on the bench for Chelsea. I think, obviously Thiago Silva they brought in, and probably Zuma do pip him, but I think he's definitely, their third best centre back. I think he's better than Rudiger, for example, better than Christensen. So I don't understand why he hasn't been around the team. And like I said, when we had Chelsea walking on to speak about this, he did say that the two games he's played this season have both been in League Cup games. I think he's kept a clean sheet or only conceded one goal. and he was playing centre half, and they were against, I think it was Barnsley and Tottenham. So, varying obviously quality between them two teams, but still, playing against Chelsea, I think that was the only goal he could see. I think Werner scored. Werner scored. Lamela scored. It's not the worst in the world, and if that's the only two games he's played this season, I don't understand why he hasn't got more of the chance. But like I said, we will keep touching on that news, but I do want to leave it because if things do develop, hopefully we can get Chelsea Morgan back on, and he can really give us a sort of in-depth situation as to what is happening there. So Tomori's an interesting one to definitely look out for this January. I think it's going to happen. So yeah, Tomori is definitely one to be looking at. Just seeing what happens, because I think Milan will go through, but it's just, I don't understand why Chelsea haven't put like a no buy clause in it. Like, why have they allowed that clause to go in? Because I think he should be playing for Chelsea, or at least on the bench. So yeah, be interested to see what happens with that one. I tell you what is going to be interesting now, and probably going to hear a lot about it between now and Sunday, is Man United against Liverpool. Obviously, the big game coming up. We've got to make sure that I don't talk too much about it, because obviously there is transfers going on. But yeah, it's just be interesting to see what news comes out before then. But news that did come out before then, if I just do grab it up quickly, is that where is it? It's to do with Amad Diallo. Here we go. So this is what Solskjaer had to say today about Amad Diallo. He said he's now with the first team. He's an exciting talent and we'll give him time. He's in one of the best clubs to reach his potential. Amad can be called up with the squad soon. I think he'll make his debut this season. So yeah, Diallo clearly, in United's first team, not looking like he's going to be playing much 23s this season. And who knows when his debut could be made. And if I try and find it here as well, he also went on to say about Diallo making his debut. Let's give him some time, or let him have some time. But whether it's against Liverpool in the league, in the FA Cup this weekend against Liverpool as well, or in a few weeks, it's questionable. We have a very fresh squad. So he's not ruling out Diallo being involved against Liverpool this weekend in the league, which I think is very interesting. So yeah, be interested to see what happens with Diallo on that one, and whether he is in the squad this season. So yeah, be interesting to see what happens with Diallo this season as well. Right. We have got a little bit of breaking news just coming out now. Pochettino has tested positive for COVID-19. So, we wish Pochettino all the best. Obviously, won his first trophy in his managerial career with PSG a few days ago. Unfortunately, he's been tested positive with coronavirus now. So, like I said, we do wish him all the best, and hopefully, he overcomes that and is back in the dugout very soon. Talk here about Gareth Bale and Tottenham. This is talking about whether Tottenham are going to extend Gareth Bale's stay at Tottenham off after his season on loan. And Mourinho says there's been no talks with Bale to stay at Tottenham after he joined on a season-long loan. So I don't think that's ruling him out of possibly staying, but I just think they haven't got to that stage yet. I think for me, I think Bale's been a little bit, I want to say he's been underwhelming for the Premier League, but probably for Tottenham fans as well, because when Bale come back, I was like, oh, this is this is going to be horrible. They're going to have Son, Kane, Bale, Moura, Vinicius they signed as well, Bergwijn. They got very good attacking players, but I don't think Bergwijn or Bale have really been cutting the mustard as well as they have been previously for other teams, or even in the past few seasons. So, the Bale one's interesting. I think he needed time to get up to speed. Obviously, he had the injury. He did score against Brighton in the league, which is a fantastic header. But he just hasn't really hit the ground running. And even when I watched him against Marine the other night in the FA Cup, I was just there watching it thinking, I didn't see Gareth Bale really setting the game alight, to be honest. So, yeah, I think Bale to stay at Tottenham permanently would be an interesting one to definitely keep an eye on. So we'll have to see what happens with that one. So we're going to go back to Romano and see what else has been said sort of in the last 24 hours or so. Tomori. Mikel Arteta has spoken about Mesut Ozil. I mean, this is obviously huge news as well. Ozil, this window, and Fenerbahce looks like the club he will be on his way to. He said Mesut Ozil leaving the club. There are some conversations with Edu and the club, but nothing concrete at the moment. Fenerbahce are pushing to complete the deal, but the agreement to terminate his contract with Arsenal has not yet been reached. So it looks like Ozil's going to terminate his contract at Arsenal and then leave on a free to Fenerbahce. So obviously the thing Arsenal and Ozil have to work out is how they terminate the contract. Is Ozil going to get his pay of his wages and a payout? So I think that's what we're waiting on to see what happens with that one. More news on Ozil. Negotiations still on with Arsenal terminate his contract. No agreement yet. Fenerbahce board told Ozil they're ready to wait until the end of the window to sign him. Fenerbahce keep pushing, and even their manager Bullet wants Mesut strongly. So I do think this is very close to happening. If they can get over that contract, he's gone. It's as simple as that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Ozil and the termination of his contract very soon. But obviously, I guess there's no real rush, because even if they do terminate his contract after January, I believe Fenerbahce will probably still be able to sign him on a free past the January window. So it's not like there's a monetary value involved or a loan move involved. So yeah, be interested to see what happens with that one. Zlatan Ibrahimovic news here as well from Romano. Speaking about his future, he said, I'll decide my future at the end of the season with AC Milan. As long as I feel good on the pitch, I keep playing. Donnarumma, he's the best goalkeeper in the world. It's not normal that he has never played a Champions League match. So a little bit of news on Ibrahimovic and possibly his future, taking him into his to the age of 41, I believe, AC Milan. So he's still going strong, Zlatan in Italy. And then Zlatan spoke about a 20-year-old striker for Milan called Pierre Kalulu. He said, some weeks ago, Pierre Kalulu made his debut with AC Milan and he was wearing gloves. I told him to take them off. He looks like a young centre back making his debut with gloves. For sure, he's not going to scare the striker. So there you go. The young defender there getting some wise words from Zlatan Ibrahimovic himself. So we'll move on. Leave that news for the minute. Drink water news. Now, we mentioned this ages ago that he's meant to fly in and make it all official very shortly. His loan move to Kasimpasa in Turkey. Chelsea are going to loan him out to Kasimpasa until the end of the season. That is, I think, confirmed, but not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. But I don't think anything's been official in terms of the shirt up or anything yet. But Danny Drinkwater to Casipas does still look like it's going to happen. Eric Garcia news again. Eric Garcia will join Barcelona as a free agent. Here we go, but this was said weeks ago. Guardiola about the chance of Eric leaving this month. He said, I hope not, but maybe Barcelona knows better than me. I don't know what's going to happen, but maybe it's going to happen. So obviously, if Barcelona do want to sign Eric Garcia this month, it will be they'd have to obviously pay Man City some money because he's still in a contract. But if not, they will sign him in for free in the summer. That is done deal already. So it's just whether Barcelona want to accelerate the deal and get it done now, pay a little bit of a fee, or they leave it till the summer and get him for free. This is an interesting one about young sort of Bayern Munich striker Joshua Zirkzee. Everton and Parma are in talks with Bayern Munich to sign Josh Zirkzee on loan after Eintracht Frankfurt tried weeks ago. He wants to play, no decision made yet. And this is an interesting one. Burst onto the scene sort of last season with Bayern Munich, but hasn't really got a sniff near playing this season. Looking for possibly a loan move away for him. More news on a Liverpool and a centre back. I believe this is a centre back. I might be wrong though. I don't think he is a centre back actually, but the Rodrigo de Paul to Liverpool for Udinese player. There's nothing between Rodrigo de Paul and Liverpool as of today. Udinese always ask for 35 to 40 million euros to sell him. Nothing there yet. PSG are very keen to sign Dele Alli on loan. Pochettino wants him, and Dele is pushing to leave. He respects the club, but he wants to play. Tottenham are at the moment are not convinced yet, and they're taking their time. The deal is not easy. So just a little bit more news there on Dele Alli, and PSG seems to be the club where he could be ending up, but nothing done there yet. One move I did want to talk about, which I hope doesn't go through, and I don't think will go through, based off of Solskjaer coming out and backing this player and stating publicly how much quality he's got and how much he sort of does believe in him, is Donny van der Beek again. He's been linked with a loan move to Inter Milan. I don't see why United should do this at all, because we do need depth in all our positions, and if you do look at United's midfield, you can section it into their own different categories. You've got Matic is the only holding midfielder, defensive midfielder in that team. You then got Fred and McTominay, who can do very similar jobs in terms of bring lots of energy, break up play, progress the ball forward by passing it or dribbling it forward. So that's their group. And then you've got, to be fair, you could possibly put Van der Beek in that group as well, who can be that box-to-box role as well. But they could also put Van der Beek in the box of your Pogba and your Bruno. So for me, Van der Beek, if Pogba or Bruno needs a rest, which they probably will do at some point, Van der Beek would start. Simple as that. But for me, and I've stated before, I think Van der Beek can do the job like he did against Watford and like he's done in the Champions League, where he's been that box-to-box midfielder where he's gone forward, got run late into the box, but he's also done his defensive duties as well. So I think the Van der Beek one, I don't want to see him leave, because I think he's too good of a player for United to be getting rid of. If it's a loan move, then I wouldn't understand it, because you don't need to give him time to adapt. He's 23. He's, like I say, he's played Champions League football. He's played Europa League football. He's played in the Eredivisie week in, week out for Ajax. So I don't see why you'd have to loan him out. Just United have to keep him for squad depth. You look at our bench sometimes, you've got him, you've got Tellers on the bench, you've got Greenwood on the bench. Sometimes you've got Fred, Matic on the bench, Twanzebe's on the bench, Henderson. It's a very strong bench, and United need that squad depth to help them push on this season and end up where hopefully they want to be, which is hopefully near the top of the league and hopefully right at the top of it. But you never know. You do never know, to be fair. So, yeah, a little bit of news there on sort of Van der Beek and that situation. Just I'm looking now, see there's a new come out. I don't believe there has been yet. So I think we are good at the minute. Yeah, just more news on sort of Wayne Rooney's career here. 253 goals for Man United, record goal scorer. 208 Premier League goals. Only Alan Shearer has more. 120 caps for England. Only Peter Shilton has more. 53 goals for England. Their record goal scorer. 12 major trophies, includes 5 Premier League titles. What a hero! Just what a hero! And an icon of the game that I've grown up with. And yeah, it's sad to see him retire, but like I said, we do wish him the very best of luck in his new managerial career. So best of luck to Wayne Rooney on that. Bear with me while we get up some more news, because like I said, there's still lots to talk about. We'll just need to get through it. Where are we? Liverpool are in contact with Dayot Upamecano's representatives. The club is also interested in Ibrahima Konate, also of RB Leipzig. So interested to see what happens with that. And Liverpool going in for a centre half. They've been linked with so many this window. Whether they get one done, they'll be interested to see. Benfica will consider a move for Fulham's I probably said that wrong, but Jean-Michael Seri, if they fail to agree a deal for top target William Carvalho. It's a little bit of Fulham news and Benfica news there, but looks like William Carvalho is their main target. Liverpool and Man United are interested in signing Derby wonder kid Cade Gordon. He's labelled the best 16-year-old in England. Gini Wijnaldum has given the green light for Barcelona to sign him, so a bit of news there. Regarding Wijnaldum, we did speak about that on the channel a couple of streams ago. I think he's gone. I don't think he stays. I stated that back then. So yeah, be interested to see if that does go through. But I do think Wijnaldum to Barcelona could very well happen. We have to mention it, unfortunately. But we'll start with Dean Smith, Premier League Manager of the Month. I'm sure when Morgan comes on next, he'll be talking about that. And I think it is a fantastic achievement for Aston Villa and for Dean Smith becoming Manager of the Month. So congratulations to him. Fantastic record they've had this month. Obviously unfortunate against Man United. But, unfortunately, they've been hit with the COVID outbreak as well. So, they haven't been able to get any games underway. So, yeah, hopefully Villa can be back soon and playing. But Bruno Fernandes, Player of the Month again for the 4th time since joining not even a year ago. And I don't want to big him up too much, but the guy is absolutely sensational. I think he's equaled Cristiano Ronaldo's Player of the Month, Thierry Henry's Player of the Month, Steven Gerrard in 17 seasons won 6. Bruno, who hasn't even been here a year, has won 4. I just think the guy is so criminally I wouldn't say underrated, because I think fans rate him, but criminally hated for he scores pens X, Y, Z. When if that's what you're saying about him, that's literally the last thing you're clawing to try and drag him down, because he is the best midfielder in the world, and it's as simple as that. There is no better midfielder in the world than Bruno Fernandes. De Bruyne is a close second, but that Bruno Fernandes is certainly the best attacking midfielder in the world, and his goal contributions, his individual awards at the minute speaks for itself. So, congratulations to him as well. And another fantastic month he had. I think it was 3 goals, 4 assists, something like that for Fernandes. And, as always, he's been influential in everything Man United do. So, yeah, he's a joy to watch and a joy to have at my club. And, what player. And I think fully deserved. I don't think anyone can really argue with that. So well done to Bruno Fernandes on that one. Player of the month again. So well done to him. Just going to go through again, see if there's anything else. We've spoken about Dele Alli. We've spoken about Ozil. Here we go. This is interesting news. And we mentioned this the other day, I think, in terms of Nuno Espirito Santo. Super agent Jorge Mendes is on the lookout for a new Premier League club for Nuno Espirito Santo and had talks with Arsenal over a potential switch. And I think similar to Hasenhüttl linked with Chelsea, like we mentioned yesterday, and managers like that, same with Pochettino when he was at Southampton, is there's only with certain clubs you can only do a certain job with them before you say, look, I've done this job. I now want to go on to a bigger team or a bigger club that, for me, can finish, at the upper echelons of the league. Pochettino did that at Southampton fantastically, did really well for him. And then obviously went to Tottenham. We've obviously mentioned Nuno got Wolves to like 7th, 8th in their first season. Obviously, they've been a bit up and down previous seasons, but they've had Europa League football. This season, they're a little bit inconsistent, but nevertheless are still a very good team and, a very well-worked team. And then it's the same with Hasenhüttl. It's at what point do they say, look, I've done as much as I can with this club. I now need to move on. So, yeah, I just don't know where he'd go, though, because I think Arsenal could be a good move, but they're probably going to stick with Arteta now. It'd be interesting to see. Unfortunately, this is from the Sun, so I would take it with a pinch of salt. But I think managers like Nuno, like Hasenhüttl, if they carry on doing the jobs they're doing, they may say, look, I want to move on to a club who can really challenge for stuff. And for Nuno, it could be going back to someone like Porto, where he played for, playing in the Champions League, probably winning, the league over in Portugal, or challenging him for it, definitely. So, yeah, I think with Nuno, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one and whether he does get a move or not. Let's have a look. I believe there isn't really too much to talk about. It's going to be probably quite a short one today. Other ones will be longer, but as of today, it will be a much shorter one because, to be honest, there isn't that much to go through, surprisingly. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Danny Rose. Jose Mourinho does not know if Danny Rose will leave in this transfer window. I think Danny Rose has to leave. He has to go and get football somewhere. He's not going to play anywhere else. He's not going to play at Tottenham, sorry. So I think he's going to have to go because it was clear to see when Mourinho come in, and obviously the documentary was done about him. He wasn't one of his favourites. He obviously brought Regulon since then. So, yeah, I think Danny Rose has to leave, but it'll be interesting to see where he does. Bit of news here from the Championship. So, for Brano, if you're watching, bit of news here regarding QPR, not Reading. Bright Osei Samuel has agreed to join Fenerbahce in the summer when his contract runs out. Interesting news there. Big move for him. And with regards to Brano and sort of Reading, if anything does develop on the Omar Richards front, we'll get him on. Brano, I'm just seeing your comment now. Omar Richards to Bayern is nearly done. Fair enough. I have to get you on then, mate. Because I haven't heard anything on that, to be fair. And then Reece, extreme lack of confidence. Yeah. I'm guessing that's for Danny Rose. yeah, he's been very interesting. Sort of the Danny Rose situation. I do apologise for the stream possibly being a bit laggy. Unfortunately, my computer is playing up a bit, so hopefully that'll be fixed next time we go live. So yeah, do apologise for that. Live. Oh, my bad. If you are watching, please do like, subscribe. Let us know in the comments anything you do want us to talk about. We will have a look at it. And yeah, make sure you follow the Twitter. Brano, whilst you're in the stream, everyone go and follow the FPL graduates. And if you haven't, go and check out their latest FPL Friday. I went on there. But also tonight, they're going live at 8 p.m. For FPL Fridays. The big question is Josh going to pick De Bruyne as his captain again? So going over and check that out on the FPL grads. They've hit 400 subs. Congrats, guys. Keep up the good work. And Brandon, we'll hope to have you on soon, mate. But well done, mate. Let's have a look. I think, to be honest, that is going to be that for today's stream, I believe. I'm just going to double check, see if any more comments has come in. I don't think any that I can see yet. Yeah, unfortunately, the technology is being a bit, up against the wall. So any comments we haven't got to, I will get to after stream and reply back to you. But yeah, as always, we're probably going to call it quits here. Thank you for watching. As always, please make sure you do like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter. Keep commenting. Let us know what you do want us to talk about. Follow FPL graduates and all that good stuff as well. Like I've said many times, they are everywhere. Literally, if you typed it in, if you probably went to your local chippy and asked there's FPL graduates here, Josh will probably be cooking your fish and chips. So yeah, make sure you're following them everywhere because they are smashing it at the minute. But as always, we'll be back probably tomorrow. That might be the last stream before we come back after the United Liverpool game on Monday. So tomorrow might be the last stream before we have another little break before Monday. Come back then. So tomorrow will be a big stream. We're gonna get guests on. Hopefully Morgan can be back for that one. We're gonna do a little preview. May have a little debate in there. Who knows if we can get enough guests on. But yeah, it'll be a big one tomorrow. So please make sure you're tuned in. I'll put it out on our socials again. So follow the Twitter to let you know when we do go live. And yeah, tomorrow will be a big stream. But I do appreciate, everything. And thank you all for watching. We shall see you in a bit. Like, subscribe, comment, follow the Twitter. Peace.